Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad to hear this Monday morning. We love Monday mornings on Panhandle Outdoors because we know we're getting ready for a great week at work or in the woods or helping our fellow man and just enjoying life itself. And be thankful we all got up this morning and have a day ahead of us because some folks aren't that fortunate. We've certainly lost some good folks in the past couple of months all around. So let's just be thankful and take advantage of this time and do good things. Let's take a look at our high today. It's going to be 78 degrees. It's not getting into the 80s today. That's interesting. Low is going to be 55, water temperature at 76. The moon phase, our Monday moon phase, we'd like to look at it. We're on a waxing moon. The full moon is going to be 1 week from tonight. It's actually going to be a Monday and a Tuesday night full moon next week. So you got a waxing moon, and it's going to be some good fishing this week. Tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. Today is, like I say, the 7th. Good strong tide today. We've got that really good outgoing tide early. We're going to have a high tide right after midnight. We had a high tide a while ago, and then it's going to be low right here about 11:48 this morning. So you got one of those ideal situations. It's going to be falling out pretty fast and then coming in this afternoon. So that's a good situation. Marine forecast east-northeast at about 9. And the fishing game time, just going to do the fishing game times because we've got a video coming up. Our time today, we're looking at 5:27 to 7:27. And this evening from 5:52 to 7:52, and that's pretty close to our tide drop there. So we're going to be aware of that. So I'm looking on the calendar, and we're actually from this Thursday, folks, 2 weeks from this Thursday is Thanksgiving. That's mind-boggling to me. It is amazing it's going to be that close. And I know a lot of y'all, almost everybody plans some big Thanksgiving activities and all, and we always try to do some things with the family like you do, and also try to get some outdoor stuff done. And again, the snapper season is going to be open, and so you can fish for snapper. And this Saturday of Thanksgiving is going to be the free weekend, fishing license free. So you got cousins coming down from Georgia or Alabama or somewhere. They don't have to have a license. They can fish free in salt water. So that's going to be a good situation there. In fact, you really could put a Thanksgiving trip together where you can hunt. You have family on Thursday, a hunt on Friday, and fish on Saturday. And that's basically what I'm going to try to do. But anyway, let's get set up for the video. Went up to Tennessee last week to visit. It was Mason's birthday, and I think I told you that. Had a great time with the family. But it was also Tennessee Youth Hunt Weekend, and they'd already had it set up, and they have it set up where they have some 72 acres themselves, but their neighbors let them hunt on their land, so they're less than a half a mile from their house, maybe a mile from their house, and they've had some cameras set up, and they were able to. You can't feed them up there. It's like Alabama. You can't feed the deer up there. So you got to get them on the path and everything. So Wendy got in a tree stand. She took Mason, and Mason he fidgets around. You know how little boys are. But Walter took Ashley with him and had the cameras all set up. And Ashley is a very patient young lady. She's 13, 14, 13. Okay. But she had she loves outdoors, loves animals. She's got goats, horses, pigs. No, she don't have pigs, goats, horses, and all kinds of stuff. So they're all set up there, and we're at the house and we're getting ready. We're going to cook a late breakfast because they're going to come in. So we're getting some deer sausages out and getting ready to scramble some eggs. We hadn't been up long, and they hadn't been out. They hadn't been gone long. So all of a sudden we get a call. You need to bring the four-wheeler. So we knew what that meant. So what I want you to get from this video, I want you to, of course, enjoy the beautiful outdoors and all, but I want you to see the excitement of this young girl, how excited she was when she took this big buck, and it's a nice buck, and this is totally unrehearsed. This is just raw, natural feelings of a kid, and y'all have seen it before. You've been taking kids out before fishing or to the woods, and they've been successful. You see that joy. That joy that you honestly cannot act that joy and all. This is just a funny, enjoyable, raw, genuine emotion, how thrilled and excited she is. And then the family, what made it special that we were up there and got to share it with her. I got to get up with her, and she told me the story, and she's still almost shaking and all. And this is a thrill. I mean, you don't have to say anything about it. This is the thrill and enjoyment of the outdoors and what a young person can get. I'm thankful that that side of the family really enjoys the outdoors like that, and it's something you're going to enjoy. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our break, and we're going to come back, and the rest of the show will be the video. We'll take it from the beginning and we'll take it to the end. But this buck is a nice buck, and like I say, they were in a situation where they were able to the path where he's going from one spot to another spot. They just came up on him, and they were there. And Mason, we went up there for his birthday. I told him, I said, you should have been up. This is your birthday. But he was just so tickled. His sister got one. So we're gonna get ready to take a break, and we'll come back. And we've got a big show lined up tomorrow too. Got a guest, but today just enjoy this video on a deer hunt on Tennessee youth hunt. So let's take a break, and we'll be right back with the video.
Good morning here from Tennessee. This is a special edition of Cast and Call Outdoors on Panhandle Outdoors. As you know, we've moved to Tennessee, so one of the good things about that is we get to hunt right here. We moved on a farm. You may see or hear some of our goats. So this morning we're going to take you on a hunt with Ashley and my dad.
was more nervous than my first buck.
He's got a big old body.
Dad, I saw movement through the leaves, and I've been seeing squirrels right there, and then I saw like it was bigger, and so I looked, and so I got my scope ready, and I saw antlers, and then I saw that they were big antlers, but he was still through the leaves, and he was like quartering towards me, and so I was gonna shoot, but I didn't want to because I didn't think I would get him, and because I couldn't see him very well or where I was shooting. And then he turned broadside, and I was about to pull the trigger, and he came running up the hill right there. And I was like...
I could see the end of your barrel going...
Did you think I was going to miss?
Well, when he gets that close, you know, you had to get him right there where you did, or you weren't going to be able to get him. He was going to be so close.
Mm-hmm. I was like, shoot his back.
Yeah, you shot him right in the back, which shut him down. Then you had to put him
I
out.
felt bad when he was trying to crawl away. Thank you.
Shake my hand. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
It was a beautiful morning. Youth weekend, Tennessee. How old are you?
13. First hour of youth weekend.
We've been here a couple hours.
Seriously? We kept seeing all these, well, we didn't see them, but we kept hearing these things, and we were like, that's deer. And so Dad was like, get ready over here, then get ready over here, because we kept hearing them all around us, and they sounded just like deer. So I would get my gun ready, and then a squirrel would run out, and it was a squirrel. And then we actually saw a little doe, but she was behind us. And then there were just squirrels everywhere. We thought they were all deer, and was getting all excited and shaking, thinking it was going to be a buck that would walk up. And it was a squirrel.
Ashley, that was a great buck.
Thank you. I wish you could have got him during bow season.
That's all right.
I guess it's just luck. He just came running right towards us.
You good stand, Budsman.
I wanted to ask you, like, do I shoot? But I thought I couldn't tell where he was in the scope, and I didn't want to talk too loud.
Did you hear me say the wind was in our favor? So you don't smell us.
While he was in all the different angles he was getting himself in, I was just seeing those hunter safety pictures, and I was like, wait, was it quartering towards or quartering away that's good for a shot? And then I was like, wait, did they say you can shoot him in the front? And it was stressing me out. And then he turned broadside, and I was like slowly starting to pull the trigger, and he ran up the hill.
You want to go see him? You want to wait and shoot a doe?
I don't care what we do. I don't think a doe's gonna come up on a dead deer. When I first saw him, I thought he was like a 4-point when I just saw the horns, but I knew his body was pretty big. And then there was just this little clearing in the trees, and he turned his whole head and looked right at us, and I saw his actual reaction. I was like, okay, I can shoot him. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if you count that other little tiny one, it's 10. Goodness. Oh, it's heavier than they look. Did you count him as a 9 or a 10 point?
You'll be a 9.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
What a great deer.
I can't believe this.
That's the big one.
Really?
Yep. See how tall his G2s are?
I don't know what G2s are.
The tall
These?
ones. Yep. Yep.
Oh my goodness. This is amazing.
What an incredible deer. Look at that.
Dad, this is awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You do all the work for it and then let us kill the deer.
That's a great deer. Wow. He'll be excited for you. All right, let me take a good picture here. So, pick him up, pick his antlers up, and tilt his head down, and hold it out from me a little bit.
Right there. Like,
Yeah. And hold the base of his antlers. There you go. Your mother just texted question marks. One, 2, 3. Okay, let's stay where you are.
I haven't even eaten breakfast this morning.
You stay there. Turn him a little more so you look right through his antlers.
I'm Ashley Woodrick of Panhandle Outdoors, and I love Dr. Buttram, my pretty straight teeth, and this Tennessee buck.
Yeah, they're
You saw it?
huge. I just saw the picture.
Isn't that awesome?
Yes. Is that exciting, isn't it?
That's awesome.
Wow, that's big.
I'm so glad y'all are
I
here.
haven't seen it.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Okay, so we just kept hearing these things and we were sure they were deer just all around us. So I kept changing position of my gun and getting really ready and like nervous, and then a squirrel would jump out and it was a squirrel. And then Dad saw a little doe, but she was not, and she was close to us, but she was super quiet. She was behind us. So we couldn't shoot her, and she just like disappeared. And so we were sitting there and we were just waiting, and I was about to fall asleep. And so I was sitting there and I was like, and then this movement catches my eyes down the trail. And so through the trees, and I just saw it, and at first I thought it was like a squirrel or something because I could barely see it through the trees. And then I saw it and I was like, that's deer. And I saw a little bit of antler and I thought it was a 4-point, so I was about to stop aiming. And then there was this little circle about that big in the trees, and he looked literally through it right towards us, and I saw his antlers.
Oh,
and
my
I just, Dad was telling me, breathe through your nose, because you don't want your breath to smell. And I was going, and then I was like trying to breathe through my nose, but I couldn't breathe. And so he was like quartering towards me, and I was thinking about the hunter safety course, and I was like, wait, how do you shoot? Is it quartering towards or quartering away? And I was like, I don't know if I should take it or not. And then he turns broadside, and I was gonna take the shot, and so I started to pull the trigger, and he turned towards us and started running towards us. And I just started
running. He started running towards you?
yes, right towards the stand, because the wind was perfect. It was blowing to us. And it scared me so much, and I was breathing so hard, and I was about to wait and see if he would stop and turn broadside, and he started walking, and the only shot I had was at his back. And Dad said, shoot, shoot, shoot. And so I shot.
He was about to be underneath her shooting.
And so I was kind of rising up. I wasn't sitting down anymore. And I was rising up to get a good shot.
And the whole stand was.
And Dad goes, shoot, shoot. And so I shot him, and he just like dropped right there.
Yeah.
So when he dropped, he like laid there for a minute, and then he started to crawl away on his front legs. And Dad said, shoot again, shoot again. And I was still so nervous, and I was sure I was gonna miss the second time. But I shelled it and shot him again, and he dropped.
Oh, wow. Cool.
I'm so proud of you.
But he looked big in the scope, and then while I was walking up towards him, he looked smaller, and then when I got up to him, he just looked huge. It was crazy.
Let's go see him. Can we go
That's
see him?
awesome.
What'd y'all do when y'all heard the shot?
Well, we kind of just looked at each other, and I said, was that them? And, or no, she said, was that them? And I said, yes, ma'am. And then we heard another shot. And so then I thought that y'all just had a bunch of deer and y'all shot like Whitney did that one time. And none of them ran off, and y'all just shot another one, but only one ran away. And then we kept saying, was that y'all, and sending question marks and stuff. And then you said something and sent this picture of the buck, and it was huge. And I like went like this and almost like screamed. And I started counting the points on it and everything. And it was like, I told Mom it was those kind of bucks that you see killed on the Outdoor Channel when they go to Illinois and kill the big white-tailed bucks and stuff. It was huge. And the rack was so tall and wide, too.
Wow!
9 points. Did you know that she shot it with you?
I knew she shot a deer, but I didn't want to see it until we came and got it. Wow, Ashley. That's amazing.
It's a good size, too.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
That's a big deal.
I'm proud of you.
That is huge. I'm so proud of you, baby. Opening morning. Hey, how you do? I'm Winston.
Steve Myers.
Hey, Steve. Good to meet you.
You too.
Trying to tell you, bud.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.